So it is now January 2022, and at this point I've been dropshipping for 4 years. And in these 4 years, I've noticed that there's been a lot of different rumors, and we can even call them myths, different myths that have been going around the dropshipping community. So the first 3 years of my dropshipping experience, my dropshipping journey, I was dropshipping on eBay. And the last year and a half, I've been dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace. I haven't dropshipped on eBay for about 8 months at this point. So in this video, I'm going to clear up one of the myths that has been going around the dropshipping community. This was a myth that was going around for some time regarding eBay, and now that a lot of people are dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace, it's the same myth, but not talking about relating to eBay, now related to Facebook Marketplace. And so I'm here today making this video to clear up this myth and provide some truth, hopefully some insight to you. So what is this myth, you ask? This myth is about the idea that you cannot dropship from Amazon, using Amazon as a supplier, cannot dropship from Amazon onto eBay, or in this case, the purpose of this video, dropshipping on eBay from Facebook Marketplace. So this is something I wanted to address because every now and again, people ask me, I heard you can't dropship from Amazon onto Facebook Marketplace. And so I want to clear that up. And I will tell you from my experience, a lot of people, or maybe most of the people that believe these myth, or this particular myth at least, a lot of people who say that you cannot dropship from Amazon onto Facebook Marketplace, or have heard that, or whatever, are telling people that you cannot do this. From my experience talking to these people, most of them, if not, well, I won't say all of them, I'll say most of them haven't actually done it themselves. This is something that they've heard from somewhere else. So people are telling people that you cannot dropship from Amazon onto Facebook Marketplace, not because they've done it, but because they've heard it from somewhere else. So I want to make it clear that everything I'm going to tell you in this video, nothing is something that I've heard. Everything I'm telling you is from my experience, from my personal experience, that I have evidence that is true according to my experience. So 4 years of dropshipping basically. And so I will say right off the bat that this video isn't about whether you can dropship from Amazon onto eBay. I don't know if you can do that. I can't say for sure that you can do that. It seems that you cannot dropship from Amazon to eBay. I know that you can do for a period of time, a few months, so I don't recommend that. And pretty much everybody says that you cannot dropship from Amazon to eBay anymore. So, you know, perhaps you can't, So this video, I'm talking about whether you can dropship from Amazon onto Facebook Marketplace, specifically Amazon to Facebook Marketplace. And with this, the answer is that you can, you definitely can, but depending on your circumstance and depending on the other circumstance I'm going to talk about, I would advise you don't use Amazon. So these two circumstances I'm talking about, both relate to Facebook Marketplace. One is with the shipping option and one is without the shipping option. So just briefly, if you're new to this, the shipping option is when you have the automated payments set up. And at least in the UK, very few people actually have this option. The vast majority, 95% of people, from the people I've spoken to and the people in my Facebook group, the vast majority of people dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace in the UK do not have this shipping option, this automated payment. So we have to do it manually. So we list an item and the potential buyer, they have to send us a message saying, I'm interested, is it available? And we have to chat with them in Messenger. And if they are interested in our option, which is to send it to them, then we send them our PayPal link first, they pay us, and then we send them the item. We go to our supplier, in this case it could be Amazon. You go into Amazon with the money that they've sent us, and we buy this item, send it directly to them. So if you don't have this shipping option, I recommend using Amazon for sure. If you are using the shipping option, I recommend that you don't. So I'm going to start now with the shipping option. And the reason I recommend that if you're using the shipping option, the automated payments, you do not use Amazon, is for one reason only, it's to do with the tracking. So if you are using the shipping option, Facebook has way more control and authority over what you're doing. They can shut you down, they can hold your payments, that kind of thing. So you make a sale with the shipping option, you get the money, and Facebook holds your money for about 10 days, and you have to send the buyer the item. You can't do it with the money they paid you because Facebook is holding it. You send them the item, and you have to upload the tracking number in order for your money to be released to you. So the problem with Amazon, using Amazon as a supplier, is that Amazon might not give you a tracking number that you can upload into Facebook. So with Amazon, every item you buy off Amazon, they will give you a tracking number, but depending on the item, and if the item you're buying is fulfilled by Amazon, or whether it's from a private seller that is selling on Amazon, if it's from a private seller, you're more likely to get a tracking number that you can use. So the private seller might send your item using Royal Mail, for example, or DHL. And with those two, so with the Royal Mail tracking, that would work for this situation. You can upload the Royal Mail tracking into Facebook and that will work. and Facebook will give you back your money, and also with DHL and also loads of other delivery services. But if you buy an item that is fulfilled by Amazon, Amazon will give you an Amazon tracking number, and Facebook doesn't take these tracking numbers basically. So that's going to be problematic for you if you want to get your money back, which obviously you do. And especially if you're new to this, it's not that easy to tell whether you're buying it from Amazon directly or from a third-party seller. So you're more likely to run into trouble for that reason. And also with the third-party sellers, they don't always give you a tracking number. And some of the tracking numbers they give you aren't actually readable. And so you could run into trouble in that sense. So to clarify, if you're using the shipping option, I do not recommend using Amazon for the reason that it's going to be harder for you to get a tracking number, especially every single time. If you're selling a lot of items from Amazon, it can be harder for you to get your tracking number and therefore harder to get your money, and you don't want to have trouble getting your money. So there's plenty of other suppliers. I have a whole load of them that I share in my course, links down below. If you're not ready to invest in that just yet, that's cool. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for my other videos where I'm going to be sharing you some other suppliers that you can use. And in fact, if you want to see a video where I share my favorite supplier that I use for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, then check out this video here. Just save it to a new tab and watch that after this one. So that's Facebook Marketplace with the shipping option covered. I don't recommend using Amazon. Okay, so now let's talk about if you don't have the shipping option. If you don't have the shipping option and Facebook isn't doing all this stuff, holding your money, checking what you're selling, that kind of thing, checking how much you're selling, if Facebook is very hands-off, which is the case if you don't have the shipping option, then I definitely recommend Amazon. I definitely recommend it. The thing is, there's so many suppliers that you can use, so you don't have to use Amazon. But Amazon, there's not a problem with it, not at all. For those of you that do believe that there's a problem using Amazon, I would like to know. I'm actually very interested. I'm always looking to learn more. Write it in the comments if you could. Why you think it's a bad idea to use Amazon from what you've heard or from your experience. And so without the shipping option, I use Amazon because, again, there's literally no reason not to. The problems with it don't exist from my experience. They don't exist. And I got some good experience. So I think after about, 15 months I've been dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace at this point, using Amazon right from day one. Amazon was the first supplier I ever used and I still use them. So I think after 15 months of doing this solid, if there was a problem with Amazon, I think I would know by now. So I'm very confident that there isn't. And I love Amazon. One is because they have tons of items to pick from, to list from. Not only that, but there's a big range. There's a whole range from expensive ones to cheap ones. It's a whole range of categories. On Amazon, there's a section which says bestsellers. So they show you their bestsellers. So you can get an idea of the kind of stuff that is selling, that's selling in general. So the bestsellers is basically a whole section of showing you what people like, what people want to buy. And although you don't necessarily need to list the bestsellers onto your Facebook Marketplace account, although definitely you can because they sell well on Amazon, so they may say well on your Facebook Marketplace as well. But you don't have to list them, but at least it's good to get an idea. And every listing, Amazon listing you click on, it suggests other ones below it. So there's so many options and ideas of what to list. And also I love Amazon because the customer service is really good. They're really good. Like other suppliers, like if you have to return something, for example, then they might take a couple days to get back to you, and there's a lot of back and forth on email. Amazon makes everything really easy. Like if you need to return something, they might just send you a return label right there and then. When you're chatting with the customer service representative in the online chat, they can give you the return label just right there and then, and they just give you this return label immediately. Amazon is very easy. And the thing about the tracking number is it doesn't really matter if you're not using the shipping option. You don't need it. I never send the tracking to my customers. If they ask how long it will take, I just tell them. The only situation I can think of that could potentially be a little bit problematic for you if you're not using the shipping option and taking your payment via PayPal is that if your PayPal account is new, then PayPal might hold your money. They might do. They don't always, but they might do. For new accounts, they hold it for 21 days. Or if you can get the buyer to mark that they've received it, then it will be released immediately before 21 days. If the buyer marks it as received 3 days after you sent it, for example, then you won't need to wait 21 days. It will just take the 3 days. As soon as the buyer mark says received, you get the money immediately. And the other option to get the money out faster than 21 days is to upload the tracking. And like how I talked about before, where if the Amazon item is sold by a third-party seller and they give you a tracking number that is Royal Mail or DHL, for example, you can upload there using the PayPal and then get your money faster. That's no problem. But if they give you an Amazon tracking number, same as with Facebook, PayPal also does not accept those trackings. So uploading the Amazon tracking number into PayPal, you won't get your money faster that way. PayPal just won't accept it, nor will they accept Blue Care Express tracking numbers, which if you don't know what that is, don't worry, it's an eBay related thing. All right, so I'll wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it, if you got something out of it, please give it a like. I'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't already by now, then definitely subscribe. And if you're not using shipping option and you want to learn how to save a lot of time in Messenger, then watch this video here. And if you want to learn some ways that you can get better at dropshipping and obviously make way more money dropshipping faster, speed up your dropshipping success, then also watch this video here. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below if you got something from this video, and also some suggestions of what other videos you would like me to make, any questions, ideas, that kind of thing. So thank you, see you in the next one.